I just wanted to let you know about some new information that we received about the California Health Framework and the materials that the California Department of Ed, the IQC committee, have put together for our children. This committee has been working probably for about 2 years now approximately. They put together focus groups, a committee, to craft a 1,000-page document of 8 overreaching themes into our children's lives and into our family lives. Parents across California are still combing through the 1,000-page document. Every day I'm still confronted with being sent information about what the California Department of Ed has in store for our children regarding comprehensive sexual education. I'm going to read you a quote from Kendra Britt, who is a spokeswoman for State School Chief Tony Thurman. Quote, "We just want a safe learning environment for our children, and this is a critical step for us to be able to move that way." End quote. Some of the material that I was sent recently were pages from this book, and my blood was absolutely boiling after reading these pages in this book. So I had to go out and get my own copy. So I got my own copy. And so I'm going to read so you know that this book is actually recommended for 9th through 12th grade from the California Department of Ed and the new California Health Framework for 2019. So here's the page out of the framework. It's chapter 6, grades 9 through 12 on page 61 of the most updated framework. Promote a school-wide read featuring the book SEX, All You Need to Know Sexuality Guide to Get You Through Your Teens and 20s by Heather Carina. So let's take a look what's in this book, recommended by the California Department of Ed. Deeper manual sex. Now you're probably wondering, what is deeper manual sex? Especially after I was wondering that, because I read manual sex. So what is deeper manual sex, right? So I'm going to read you right off the page. I have some things underlined. So it says, deeper manual sex. More involved, as it were, manual sex is called fisting. But that's not because you make a fist and try to put it into a vagina or an anus, which is unlikely to be anything but painful, if not impossible. Rather, this kind of manual sex involves starting with 1 or 2 gloved fingers and lube added as you go, and slowly working up to more, as it is, and only if it is, pleasurable for the receptive partner. If a whole hand is wanted by both partners, and 4 fingers feels good, the performing partner can then tuck his or her thumb into their palm or inside the fingers to make the whole hand as slim as possible, and then slide upward. Once it's all inside, that partner can then turn the hand back and forth inside the anus or the vagina. Slowly open up the fingers gently and rhythmically, or go up and down as it is comfortable for the partner. Okay, we're talking about a whole entire hand being put up our children, 9th through 12th grades, anus or vagina. Let's continue. Fisting isn't that common, and the more fingers we're talking about, the less common it is. Fewer people like to be interested in it, especially at the beginning of their sex lives. And more people are generally interested in vaginal fisting than anal fisting. I don't know what woman is interested in having somebody put their whole fist up their vagina. While both canals really can make room for that much inside, and it can feel good. Let's see what else is in here. I mean, there's so much in here, but this, when I read this, my blood is absolutely boiling. I don't know about you, but my mama bear actually roars out reading this. Let's see how much they care about our children getting AIDS or not. Body fluid or blood play. What is it and how do I do it? Some people enjoy any number of body fluids sexually. Ejaculate, vaginal fluids, menses, urine, or blood. They may simply enjoy tasting, feeling, or smelling them during sexual activities. And they may engage in activities specific to enjoy those fluids, such as golden showers, being urinated on, or having a partner ejaculate on them. Some enjoy this because it feels taboo or naughty to have intimate contact with body fluids. For others, fluid play may be enjoyable because a certain intimacy or sacredness is experienced in fluid bonding. But from an infection and disease perspective, fluid play can be dangerous, especially when body fluid have contact with incredibly sensitive sites like the eyes, whereas urine itself is sterile. It does pass through the urethra, wherein an infection may be present. Ejaculate can carry several different infections. Contact with blood or cutting or piercing partners. So we're introducing cutting and piercing for sexual safety, sexual health. I don't know what's safe or healthy about cutting and piercing and then introducing body play and blood play to our children. But this is all about sexual health and sexual safety for our kids. Contact with blood or cutting or piercing partners in any way opens the door to some of the deadlier disease and infection out there, like hepatitis and HIV. So for the most part, this sort of play is quite risky, especially for younger couples, the majority of whom have not had sound or regular sexual health care. Most younger people have not had safer sex with a monogamous person long enough to be safely fluid bonding. Thank you for at least putting the risk, saying STI risk, very high risk. Pregnancy risk, no risk unless semen comes in contact with the vulva. I don't know about you, but I have no idea what the California Department of Ed and those members on the IQC board are thinking when they're introducing this book. And they want it to be promoted for all of 9th through 12th grade. That's 14 years old all the way to 18, 19 years old, that they're introducing this sexual deviancy to our children that is going, it's emotionally, mentally, physically harmful. Their health, they talk about health. This is not healthy. I don't know about you, but I am so outraged with this book. And you should see all the other books as young as TK that they want to introduce to our children. So join us in this fight to stop the California Department of Ed and send them a clear message that we will stop at nothing to protect our children.